Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'll be looking at BreadTube and the cringe-inducing left-wing oligarchy that lesser known in the YouTube community was lower. Just look at this. Digital foundries have more views, 155k for the least of the favorites Mafia Definitive Edition PC trailer look, least viewed video compared to the rematch between Destiny and Vaush. Both are left wingers, part of the political spectrum on YouTube. I'll just have a simple, if no one understands which Vaush and Destiny, I'll give you a small synopsis who they are. Destiny is a neoliberal left-winger of YouTube who loves debating right-wingers and picking out right-wingers' faults. I don't deny the fact that he is a great debater. Obviously, his opponent is Vaush, who owns his Vaush, not Vaush. Seldom say Vaush, but I say Vaush. So Vaush is BreadTuber who drives on the notion that he's part of the left in order to get right wingers to change, especially the outright But here's the thing, there's another video I wanted to show you. It was by Vaush about re-education fiat. Did I just say fiat? It's fit. This one clarifying my position on tanking. And I want to show you guys for 1 second. Better music this time. So for people who are unaware of like left-wing debate channels, Vaush is like a prominent YouTuber who loves debating right-wingers, but recently, last year especially last year, I haven't came across this, but last year he had this video talking about how re-education misunderstood about but the biggest irony, is the biggest irony about Vaush is that he's one of these YouTubers who loves to take things so emotional. All the points he make come from like academic emotional standpoint. I know feelings doesn't important. Of course, feelings are important to some degree, but I think he debates showing too much of feelings gives you a bad sport in argument. Anti-tank. Comrade, I can't do this, comrade. Okay. If you can't do something on your first try, you shouldn't be offended by it. It's a technical fault that you did. It looks like Vaush is not a technical. Well, to be honest, if it was somewhere else, it would be offensive. Why do you have some decency? I seriously can't hear this. I have to turn off the amazing music. Let's see. You see, I'm not technical guy too, so I don't get this guy's obsession with, if I make a mistake, I have to apologize. Oh no, not apologize. If I make a mistake, I have to offend someone. That's the least left wingers would do. You claim to be a left winger, and yet you are out there to offend someone. Like, honestly, left wingers in my case is they're like gentle. They don't enjoy offending. Look, to me, Walsh is like the big snobbish boy who, like Boris Johnson, instead of Boris Johnson, who makes good points and makes good argumentations, but are always based on the emotional feeling, the emotional dribbles he comes out. Like, I try to listen to his debates, and it's quite funny how he responds to Sargon, but I don't agree with Sargon as well. But the way he handled the debate, I'll take a look for you guys. Debate in 4 months ago, debating Sargon like a rematch again. Like, Walsh loves doing rematch for some reason. So he claims that they come to him, but never mind. But he has this weird notion that the debaters have to present them with a strong point that matches their intellect with his points. But at the same time, debate is having to trying to persuade the other person to trying to understand your point of view, not force feed them. What Walsh does is literally force feed the opposition their viewpoint. And from neutral perspective, looking at this, a third party, this it will make Walsh look like the least genuine person. Even though his points are rather valid, he presents himself in a presentation skill wise just horrendous. He can't keep a debate clear and simple. He has to like interrupt Sargon every less than 5 minutes. They interrupt Sargon. You know Sargon speaks slow. You should give more leniency to him, and that's why like the moderators start to have a go at you because you're constantly interrupting. And yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. Even if your point is still valid, if you're telling people to shut the fuck up about the point, it reflects badly on you. That's the thing. It reflects badly on you. And this is a podcast, by the way. I forgot to clarify this in the beginning. This is a podcast video. 那the dog shitting near Wash. The love saga. But we're going to talk about tankies. In one of the video, especially in minute, for 4 minutes, it just have history sucks. I can't hear anything from him. Okay, I think.
So to claim that you're against imperialism, but then uncritically adulate the military strength of nations, that vanguard of Marxian thought, the USSR was all bad. I've never said that there should be no defense.
Re-education didn't say you were straight attacking the USSR.
I'm really, really not. I've seen tons of them on Reddit, on Twitter, in my mentions, in my feeds, DMing me, and every.
That's right. So mentioning DMing him, and he has to respond because radio education picked some point of view that may be interesting and disagree to you, and you can't have that. Oh my God, your heart is like a needle, man. Your heart is like thin as a needle. You don't want to have other perspectives on what's going on, including a left-wing YouTuber who's also an anarchist like you, Wash, and you decided to like have a go at this guy. Come on, where is your sense of honor?
Single one of them that I've encountered has either attacked straw men, so points that I never made. I've never said.
You never made strawman argument. Oh, that's odd. You made strawman argument against Condancula, saying he's a neo-Nazi for joking about neo-Nazis. this conjunctular debates in the future, you say you will never make strawman, but in the future, this is an old video, but in the future you made strawman, so that means you're a hypocrite right now. So you said about conjunctular that he is a neo-Nazi supporter. He make neo-Nazi points and doesn't back down and says it's a joke. But at the same time, then Scottish nationalists claim he's a bloody hypocrite as well, because he says that one of your arguments in the conjunctular one, you specifically mentioned to him, ask him a question. So you would be happy for immigrants to replace the dominant culture in Scotland, and he said yes. A lot of Scottish nationalists who are not exactly outright said that Condancula is not a Scottish nationalist because he doesn't support these ideals of like preserving the Scottish ethnicity in Scotland, Scottish for Scotland. I don't support Scottish for Scotland either, but you see, you made this point that you don't do strawman. It's just hyper hypocritical.
The USSR was all bad. I've never said.
You never said the USSR were all bad. Oh my God! Like it's not about just a single strawman. It's about strawmans that you made throughout your career.
That there should be no defense of other countries against Western imperialism. And they defend points that are indefensible. They'll make arguments, for example, that the People's Republic of China today, modern day China, is a vanguard of Marxian thought, of Marxist theory, that they're a worker state. This is ludicrous. This is absolutely ludicrous. They'll make arguments that they're anti-imperialist, but then they'll go ahead and support the USSR and China, which are and were themselves imperialist states.
I disagree. I wouldn't call USSR imperialistic state. Just because you're expansionist doesn't mean you're imperialistic. The USSR was not imperialistic. It had a monopoly over the country's sovereignty of other countries, but they weren't imperialist in the traditional sense. You haven't clarified that at all, and I don't even support the USSR because it's long dead. And plus, the USSR wasn't even socialist to begin with. They were state capitalist. So I don't get the understanding that you're calling them imperialist. So socialists can be imperialist in this sense then.
I mean, think about it. Think of what the USSR did. The term tanky literally originated from the Soviets rolling tanks into, what was it, fucking Georgia? The Ukraine? I have no fucking idea. History.
Oh my God, this guy hypocritically said that, oh, you're not clear with history either. Even so, you should be clear about the history of USSR and the history of communism. This is your speciality, and you don't even know about that data. Of course, people will think you're a laughing stock, man.
Sucks. Rolling in to suppress the revolt of the states that they were suppressing, like imperial.
What states? Clarify, specify. You can't say just like a vague and unpunctuated stuff, because then you'll be punked with having need to recite your sources. I mean, cite your sources.
Realistically, oh, Hungary. Thank you. So to claim that you're against imperialism, but then uncritically adulate the military strength of nations that were themselves imperialistic. This seems to me like you really do not give a fuck about workers or people or theory. You just give a fuck about the states. You just love it. And in my mind,
are you claiming re-education just only cares about the states? If it only cares about the states, then why doesn't he stay a neo-Nazi? Because I remember you made an argument saying that neo-Nazis are the Nazis in general are all for a strong state, strong centralized state, or fascists basically. Nazis are basically a subcategory of fascism. And the subcategory of fascism was a capitalist overtone, and fascists tend to have this idea that the strongest the state declares everything, that it's strong and normal, and like the state is the people is the states, and this outrageous notion that just because this guy is in favor of state, then all means that it's he's authoritarian. You're implying that, by the way. You're implying he's an authoritarian and he doesn't give a fuck about the workers. That's what you said, quote unquote. You said it.
Mind, this uncritical adulation, this obsession with aesthetics, stems most
Aesthetics. Oh my god, man. Ideology and the people, tankies, what they believe. They believe in utopia. It's not about just this aesthetics. Utopia is not purely about materialism aesthetics. Utopia is more of a spiritual now. These tankies are very spiritual. Tankies that have a utopia things. The example like the tankies in People's Liberation Army. The tankies back then, they had a utopia thought that what Marx predicted in future, well, the whole world will succumb to Marxian thought in the future and magically rise up, magically, literally magically, the working class will rise up by putting a proletariat, dictatorship of a proletariat, basically a workers' state. Don't you find that a bit hyperbolic and ridiculous? That's utopic, not just aesthetics, man. Tankies are more to aesthetics.
mostly from the same rejection of social values that you see a lot of fascists and Nazis go down.
Oh
And
my god. Rejection of values of fascism. That's the. Wow, you're such a fucking idiot. This made me angry. Fascists and Nazis, they're not just built on these vague notions that you put up, try to belittle or condescend re-education, boy. You have a really warped idea of what fascism and Nazism are. You dumb fuck.
I know that fascists and tankies are very close to each other.
You stupid ass. Tankies and fascists are not close to each other. If tankies are actually so close to fascists, then that means the Antifa, people of Antifa, they're then fascists themselves. You stupid liberal cunt. It made me so angry. Tankies are not fascists. Even people like Jordan Peterson, the people you argue against, Ben Shapiro, knows a fact that Nazis, neo-Nazis, alt-right people are not tankies. Tankies don't go around saying that, oh, Stalin purged the Jews and that's great. Purge the kulaks. The kulaks deserved it. The neo-Nazis don't go around saying the Jews deserved it. The neo-Nazis see the Jews as a struggle they have to overcome. The tankies see as the prisoners, the kulaks, as a overcame obstacle. The obstacle already overcame by tankies. That's a massive difference. You liberal. You closet liberal.
On the fucking spectrum, because
fuck you. So you believe in the horseshoe theory? Oh god, this Vaush guy gave me mental illness. No, gave me a hemorrhage. I can't deal with this anymore. So thank you for watching this video. I'll take a break from this hemorrhaging big guy.
I see people jump between them.
Shush. You see people jump between them. Then they're not even. Oh god. This guy is so much on the horseshoe theory.
All the time. I'm
retarded. You're implying the horseshoe theory. I don't care about what you speak explicitly. It's your implications that means the end. Because the world is full of symbols and ideology is part of the symbolism trend. Begun. Thought the Vaush. I used to like Vaush, but it appears to me his history of condescending his own anarchist people as well as the people on the right wing. How are you going to translate them and transfer them over to the left wing if you could constantly this vigilante against right wing, against this whole idea of you're against relativism is so good. Take care, bro.